Hi. Libraries are a wonderful, wonderful place. It is a place where kids can go and explore many different genres of reading. A library is a place that kids with all different reading levels has something that they can enjoy. If you are just starting out reading, there's simple books. If you are an advanced reader, there's chapter books. There's how-to books for those who are curious. There's all different kinds of books. Another thing about a library is those who might not have computers at home can access computers at a library. Sadly, there are kids who do not have those opportunities to have computers at home, and a library is a great place where they can get that information that they might need from a computer. They can get extra help to read. Some kids very much struggle with reading, and they can get a tutor if they like, or just extra assistance on anything that they might need. What I like about a library is most libraries have ways to make things accessible for those with different abilities. If you're not able to reach something and you're a young kid, there's stools. The aisles are wider because you might need a wheelchair. So libraries go out of their way to make things accessible for everyone. There's many fun programs at a library. My kids' library, they actually have a reading club. They have monthly things where you read so many books and you could get a prize. In the summertime, they have different reading activities. They have story times. So there's so many different things that a library does to get children interested in reading. It is, they have different themes, monthly themes. I know recently a lot of the schools and public libraries were very much into Dr. Seuss recently. Story times for little ones when they're not old enough to read, parents can bring them in and have stories read to them. I do notice for me a difference in a school library and a public library. Sadly, I see that a lot of school libraries don't have as much as I feel that they should. And they're very limited on what they can and can't have because of reading levels of kids, but I just feel like there should be more. It should be more inviting. It should have more books, just more things on display to pique the interest of kids, and I know a lot of it is lack of funding. When I made up my library, one of the things I really did enjoy and I thought about was I really wanted to have I guess it would be like a tree kind of in the center where it would be a reading tree and you could sit under it and read. And I got the inspiration from watching Alice in Wonderland. When she is to sit down and do her lessons, she does it right under a tree. Yes, she does end up falling asleep, but I do enjoy the thought of relaxing and making it fun and creative. And what kid wouldn't want to curl up under a tree and just read a book? I just found it really fun way to pique the interest of young kids. And another thing that was important to me is I work with special ed. So like I mentioned earlier, having wide aisles, so there's a way for those in a wheelchair or those in a walker to access the aisles safely even. It was not easy taking my student who was on crutches down a hallway that was very small because he had to have his crutches stick out a little bit further, and it wasn't easy for him, you know, to try and pull his arms in a little bit closer. So making sure that there's plenty of room for wheelchairs is a big deal. Ways that I can have literacy promoted by me is what my husband and I do. We donate to the libraries, and we also for my nieces and nephews' Christmas gifts, we always include a book. So I feel that literacy is a great way to expand a children's mind and their creativity, and it's really never ending.